What's going on, baseball fans? So the trade deadline is just in a couple of days, and in this video today, I'm going to discuss the teams that I think should be sellers this year. If you haven't seen my video about the teams that I think should be buyers, you can see that video right here. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get to it. At number 5, I have the San Francisco Giants. Starting off my list are the San Francisco Giants, who are clearly heading into a rebuild. The Giants have played better than what most people expected this year, but they're not really in any position to be going for a World Series title. However, they have some pieces that could be attractive to teams looking to make that push for a postseason run. They have Johnny Cueto, who is fresh off of Tommy John surgery, but is looking pretty good so far. There's Kevin Gausman, who's looking good this year despite an ERA of 4.54, but has an FIP of 3.32, along with 12 strikeouts per 9. There's Tony Watson, that could be beneficial for teams in need of bullpen help. This one might sound crazy, but they also have Mike Yastrzemski, who was a career minor leaguer before coming up last year, but now he's having a career year that's put him into MVP consideration. I don't think they would want to move him, considering he has 5 years until he hits free agency, but hey, he is 30 years old, and if the right move comes along, I do wonder if the Giants would consider it. At number 4, I have the Seattle Mariners. The Mariners have some fun pieces at the major and minor league levels, but that doesn't mean they should just stand pat, as they do have some pieces on the team that could bring back some value. They've already traded Taijuan Walker to the Blue Jays, who is having a solid bounce-back season, but they have other players as well. There's Marco Gonzalez that could bring back some value from a team in need of starting pitching help for a playoff push. There's also Kyle Seager, who's a free agent in a couple of years, and he's having a very good season so far, hitting .291 with 5 homers and 26 RBIs. A team in need of a bat could send back some good prospects that would just add to an already really good farm system. There's D. Gordon, who isn't doing much, but he's a veteran that could come off the bench for a team in need of backups. The Mariners are in a rebuild, so they might as well take full advantage of it if the right opportunity comes along. At number 3, I have the Kansas City Royals. Here's another team that has some good pieces and are also in full rebuild mode. There are many assets on this team that could be of value to playoff contenders, starting with Trevor Rosenthal. He's having a solid bounce-back season with a 3.29 ERA, 7 saves, and almost 14 strikeouts per 9. There's even the possibility of Whit Merrifield, who's also having a very good season so far, hitting .297 with 6 homers and an .845 OPS, but at 31 years old, he doesn't really fit into the Royals' timeline. They also have Danny Duffy, who has a respectable 4.11 ERA and over 10 strikeouts per 9. There's even 2019 AL home run champion Jorge Soler, who's having another good season with 8 homers so far and an .857 OPS. At 28 years old, though, I have a hard time imagining the Royals letting him go just yet, but like the Mariners, they're in a rebuild, and if the right trade is there that could bring back some solid prospects, they should do it. At number 2, I have the Texas Rangers. The Texas Rangers are such an odd team. Not really much going on at the major league level, not really much to talk about at the minor league level. Where exactly is this team going? What I think they should do is sell all they have and just start fresh. They do have some pieces, the main one being Lance Lynn, who had a great season in 2019 and is having yet another good season with a 1.59 ERA and about 10 strikeouts per 9. He's not a free agent until after 2021, so he would for sure net a good package of prospects from a team in desperate need of starting pitching. With closer Jose Leclerc sidelined, Rafael Montero has taken over closer duties and performed very well with a 3.12 ERA, 11 strikeouts per 9, and 6 saves. There's also Mike Minor, who's struggling this year after a workhorse-like 2019 season, but maybe a team would want to take a chance on him. There's Todd Frazier as well, who's not hitting righties very well this year, but he is hitting lefties very well, hitting .343 and a .939 OPS so far. Hell, why not even think about Joey Gallo? The guy was mashing last year before an injury, and he would for sure bring back a good package of players at only 26 years old. He'll probably end up staying with the Rangers because they're going to ask for a lot, but like I've said with the other teams on this list, if the right offer comes along, and with the Rangers needing to start fresh, they should not hesitate. At number 1, I have the Boston Red Sox. My Boston Red Sox have been an absolute dumpster fire this year, and it's just getting embarrassing at this point. I figured they would be a 500 team at least, neither good nor bad, but wow, I was wrong. This team just stinks, mainly due to their starting pitching that ranks dead last in the majors, along with a bullpen and an offense that both rank 27th. After winning the World Series in 2018, the Red Sox have gone south since, trading away Mookie Betts along with the departure of manager Alex Cora. Speaking of that World Series, a big part of why they were able to win that was trading away a lot of young talent to be able to acquire the pieces to help win it all. This included Chris Sale, Craig Kimbrell, Nathan Eovaldi, Eduardo Nunez, and Ian Kinsler, as well as all the other trades that Dave Dombrowski made. During the 2019 season, though, the Red Sox fired Dombrowski and brought in Chaim Bloom to start shedding salary and fixing the farm system. Bloom has already started that process by trading the previously mentioned Mookie Betts this past offseason, as well as already trading closer Brandon Workman last week. They still have quite a few pieces that can bring back some value, including JD Martinez, Jackie Bradley Jr., Matt Barnes, Michael Chavis, and Mitch Moreland. There have even been talks of the possibility of Christian Vasquez being traded, as well as Xander Bogaerts. As of right now, everyone and anyone should not be labeled as untouchable in Boston because this team desperately needs to start looking towards the future. This trade deadline could be vital for the Red Sox in the coming years. So those are the teams that I think should be sellers this year. Tell me what you think down below. Tell me some other teams that you think should be sellers this year. But that's all I got for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.